Hey everyone, in this course we will be learning about how to set up a zebra scanner using Xamarin Forms. I will show you line by line on how to put things together for it to working. Zebra uses the Zing libraries behind the scenes, so it's very convenient for us to work on. In this course, I will be using Zebra TC51 to demo the code that is built on the Xamarin Forms. Zebra handheld computers are very convenient devices that are used in various industries. Some of them are used in retail and manufacturing and warehouse management. These are the enterprise touch computers. And today's workforce want a device that makes you feel like a smartphone, and the business these days needed rugged devices that can last for years. These are the devices that are perfectly suited for these requirements. And on top of that, since these are the industry grade devices with all the features that powers workers to achieve high productivity and at the same time keeping data secured. These devices look and feel like a smartphone along with the enterprise level features, powers, security, manageability for tasks that can be achieved. Looking at the configurations, as you can see, these dimensions are pretty much close to a smartphone where a user can actually slide them into their pockets. And the operating system is obviously it's used in the it uses the Android, so it could be a new version, but it supports the Android and weighs less than 250 grams along with the battery, and it is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon, which is one of the best technologies for the mobile computing. And this has survived a lot of drop tests as well, and it's extreme temperatures like -10 to 50 and 50 degrees of heat it can survive. Hi, I'm Divikiran Ravela, and I have been working in .NET technologies for over 11 years, and I've been working as a Xamarin developer for over 5 years. I work for a company called Xam Consulting as a technical team lead, and I have hands-on experience, and I take care of the teams who build Xamarin-based apps for both iOS and Android. Also, it's my responsibility to make sure clients are happy with the outcomes the project based on the business requirements. I like to make video tutorials on YouTube and Udemy whenever I get a chance. Also, I write some blogs, and yeah, you can reach me on LinkedIn for any questions, or if you have anything you need to know about Xamarin or about this course. And these are my links to the YouTube channel, and also these are the two courses that are available at the moment in the Udemy, and the prices changes as per the what of the sales that Udemy usually comes up with, and at the moment they are being charged at $15 and $14 each, so it's up to them. They decide, and they decide the price basically. Okay, let's get started with our demo. Let's go and open up our Xamarin Studio. Now it's Visual Studio for Mac, and let's create a new project, and I will be creating a Forms app, so it will be very helpful. And let's create a zebra test as an organization identifier, and I won't be using iOS, so I'll get rid of that one. So Android, and the application name I would like to call zebra test as well. So I'll be making use of the .NET standard. So next, click on next, and yep, I'm happy with the part, and I'll create the project now. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, so in this project I will be making use of the MVVM architecture. So just with the binding context and all those things, I'll try to show when you scan some barcode, it will come up with the barcode number. So let's see, hopefully that works. Error generating a file, never seen that one before, but which is update the design time does not exist in the project. Okay, let's see what does it mean. Hopefully that builds successfully. Okay, it's still building. We'll wait for it to finish. Okay, there are no errors now. That's good. So usually what I do is I just quickly update all the naked packages so that we are on the latest and the greatest of all. So at the moment, Xamarin has 3.5 available. So I think it is installed 3.3, I guess. So it's going to update to 3.5 now. So all the Android support files will also be updated, and .NET standards and Xamarin forms will also be updated. Okay, let's accept it. And Xamarin forms as well. Okay, that's good. That's quick. And okay, now it's time for us to install the EMDK for NuGet package, which comes from the Zebra itself. And let's go here and look out for the Zebra EMDK, for example. Symbol, yeah, that's the one I'm after. So it says Xamarin EMDK symbol, and let's get that one. At the moment the version is 3.0, so which is good. That's the latest one, and it's released just in October 2018. This is to Feb 2019, so that we need that one. Let's take that. Okay, we'll wait for it to install and accept it. Okay, that's already installed now. Okay, that's good, and we are progressing quite well. So now what I need to do is, like, very first thing, so before I forget, let us go to the Android manifest file, and this one, and we need to update few permissions. So I'll just copy them from here, and yeah, so as you can see, I'm taking permissions of the com symbol EMDK permission and EMDK, and then also I'm using a library called com symbols. So, okay, and another thing is, I don't know why, but I have to do that again on the assembly info as well. If not, it was not working for me, at least for me. So, and I've seen, like, if one of these files are not mentioned here like that, and both are pretty much the same, manifest and assembly info, but if any one of these are missing, then your scanner will not work. So make sure that you add these two to your project, into the Android manifest and also to the assembly info. Okay, let's do a quick rebuild. Okay, and as it builds, let's create our other files that we need. So basically we are creating the view models. Okay, so these are one of the things that I usually do in creating a project. I usually have a base class, base view model, which has that identifiable property, usually inheriting from there. And I also have a page view model. In this case, it's going to be main view model. Okay, let's create that. And now I'm going to have another view model that can be reused wherever the scanner is used. So I'm going to say scanner view model. Okay, now that's all set now. And now what I want to do is, let me go to the base view model and define iNotify property changed. and that's there now. And let's resolve it. And what I want to do here is obviously we need to create this implement it, and identifiable property changed should be defined like that as well. So that will make sure that every time a property changes, the UI is also updated. So what I want to do now is, like, since I have a scanner view model, I will be having the base inherited from here, and the main view model will be taken from the scanner view model. Okay, so in a way this is the base of base, and main view model will be inheriting from a scanner view model as well. And what I want to have inside a scanner view model is a property that defines the text that is scanned from the user by the user using the device, goes and display it on the main page here. Okay, so basically what I want to do is like binding context, sorry, binding, and since the main view model is inheriting this particular view model as well, so I can access this particular property too. Okay, so what I'll do is on the main view model, scanner view barcode text. Okay, so from main view model. Okay, so what will happen to this text is it's going to change every time you scan a barcode, and its number will appear on the this particular page. Okay, so that's the idea. Okay, now we'll get back here, and since we are making use of the barcode scanner here, what I want to do is I want to create services for the scanner. So I'm going to create a new folder here. So I want to call it as services, and what I want to call it is as the iScanner service. Okay, now create a new file, and that's going to be an interface. So let's create a new file there. Okay, so since we have this file now, what I want to have inside this one is the, just paste this code here so that just to save some time. And so basically I'm trying to create a service with an event handler inside it. So what I want to do is, let's create another folder inside it and call it as models. So the models that are used inside the services. Okay, so models, and I want to create two models here. The very first one is the on barcode event handler, obviously. So let's create that file. It's a new file, and what I want to have here is a very simple class that takes in the barcodes. Okay, and for that purpose what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a public new variable. Let's resolve this. removal of scanned barcodes. Okay, we'll create that file, and let's call this as the barcodes. It's going to be a property. Okay, now let's resolve this one first. Okay, and now let's create this class as well. Okay, this simply will contain two properties, and that are set using the constructor. Okay, let's create this properties string, and let's call it as barcode. Okay, let's create another property. It's going to be a string as well, and this is going to be symbology of it. Okay, and now string barcode, the constructor will be taking two of them, and string symbology. Okay, and we'll set those ones. barcode equal to barcode, and symbology equal to symbology. Okay, now we got all of them set, so these are also there. So barcode, what's wrong with my mouse pad? Okay, now code, barcodes with an S. Okay, that's what we want to do. And what I want to do is I want to create a constructor that gives me the barcodes that I can set here. Okay, so I'm going to call as the barcodes with a small b, and these are nothing but enumerable of scan codes as barcodes. Okay, so basically we have two classes that helps us to get this barcode information back to us. Okay, so now we have a handler that will help us to connect the V models and the scanner, and every time you scan it, this particular and event handler will fire, and that will be available in one of these classes. So in this case I will be using the base view model, oh sorry, the scanner view model, because I'm going to reuse that code every time, so that's where I'm going to add it. And so in that way the models will be having the view models will be having the scanner information as well. Okay, let's create a constructor for the scanner view model that will be taking in the I scanner service. Okay, now let's resolve that. Okay, so obviously we need to set this to a property, and let's create initialize the property, and yeah, so basically this is going to be a field, so I'm just going to rename it to the C# standards. Let's make that like that and assign this here. Okay, so now we got a scanner service available. So we are implementation not done yet, but I'll show you the implementation on the Android side as well. So let's finish up with these things first. And on barcode, every time this is scanned, I want it to fire an event. Okay, so this is what it's going to do. So every time it does it, this is where it's come back and gives us all that information, what the barcode is about. Okay, now what I want to do is scanned barcode equal to barcodes first or default. Okay, let's resolve this to link. Okay, no, that's good. So if the scan barcode is double equal to null, I want to set scan barcode text equal to invalid barcode, just for fun. Okay, and I want to return as well. Okay, and now I want to have search code, which is the barcode. So barcode scanned equal to scanned barcode dot barcode. So this is the actual barcode that you actually scanned it. So we don't need symbology at the moment, but we'll just create, for the sake of creating, symbology equal to scan barcode dot symbology. Okay, and now if I found a barcode, what I want to do is I want this scan barcode text to be set to that particular barcode. Okay, that way we know what is being changed. Okay, so the main page is here, and now since this is having it is expecting the eye scanner into this one, so we need to make sure that that happens as well. Okay, so what we need to do here is eye scanner service. Okay, let's resolve that using Zebra services, and the base class is expecting this scanner service. Okay, that's all we want to do from the standard project side of things. Okay, the most important part is here. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a services folder here, and let's create a new folder. Okay, and all the implementation will go into this file. Okay, so let's create a file called scanner services. Okay, the most important part is I'm going to make use of the dependency services for this one. So for that to work, we need to define it like this: assembly and dependency of type of scanner service. Okay, and we need to go on back at there. Okay, let's resolve these ones. That's using Xamarin Forms, and that's using services, Android services. Okay, and on top of that, and we have to use something called as MDK Manager. Okay, this will be inheriting from here, from this symbology. Okay, and this has EM listener. Okay, and we should implement all its implementations like that. Okay, for this to work properly, we also have to derive the java.lang object. Okay, the moment we do that, this two becomes obsolete, so we don't need that one anymore. So in short, what we need is these three. Okay, for us to get this working, so we need three properties. So I'm going to create them here. So one is the MDK Manager, and there's a Barcode Manager and a scanner. Okay, we need to set all of these before actually creating anything. Okay, so and another thing that we need as well is the eye scanner service. Okay, this is what that connects to the standard project. Okay, and we'll also need to define its implementation as well. Okay, now let's rename our open property from P0 to something that makes sense. Let's call it as MDK Manager. Okay, and that's easy now. So what happens is like MDK with an underscore is assigned with the MDK Manager here. Okay, and I want to create an init method here, init scanner. Okay, let's create this as a public method. Let's generate it. I'll tell you why it has to be public, because I will be calling it from the main activity as well. Okay, so let's do that. And what we need to do is when the scanner opens up, it will be calling the onOpen method first, and it will contain the MDK Manager, and the init will set all the things that are required for the scanner to work. Okay, let's start by adding a try catch method. Okay, if MDK Manager is double equal to null, return. Okay, I don't want it to do anything if it is null. Okay, just continue on. Okay, if barcode scanner equal to null, that's when I want it to start doing something. Okay, so now what I want to do is barcode scanner manager equal to barcode manager is now EMDK manager dot get instance. Okay, and we need to pass in MDK manager dot type dot barcode. Okay, that's one that creates the barcode manager, and then we need to set the scanner as well. Scanner equal to barcode manager dot get device. Okay, this gets the current device information. Okay, so this is a barcode manager dot device identifier dot default. Okay, we can leave it like that. Okay, so now once we have everything that we need, let's check if scanner is null. I want it to return. Okay, I don't want it to do anything. Right, now scanner dot data. Okay, let's say scanner data. Okay, these are the methods I want it to fire when it has some data in it. Okay, now scanner dot status, and I want to do certain things at this moment. Okay, after setting this events, let's say scanner dot enable, which will enable the scanner for us now. Okay, now we will set the configuration for it. Okay, now let's say scanner config equal to scanner dot get config. Okay, we are setting the configuration for this one. Okay, now scanner config dot skip unsupported. You don't have to do all these things, but it will be helpful for it to set certain things. Okay, keep unsupported dot none. Okay, I'm setting the to none. Okay, now scanner config dot scan params and decode feedback. Okay, now I'm setting that to true. Right, scanner config dot decode params dot, there are set of codes that you need to set. So there are basically a number of them, so you can set all of them if you want. Enabled equal to true, so I'm going to set all of them as set to true. Let me copy paste that 3 more times, and let's change this. Code 39, code 93, code 128. Okay, you can do that. So now let's say scanner dot set configuration of scanner config. Okay, basically we are setting how the scanner should behave. Okay, now we have everything that we need to set, and now we'll define what should go inside this scanner status and scanner data. Okay, so now we want to know what would be the scanner status. Okay, so something called as status data dot scanner states equal to states equal to e dot p0 dot state. Okay, so this will tell us under what state the scanner is now. Okay, states. Okay, let's make it a state as a singular. If it is, let's scanner status dot scanner states dot idle. Okay, let's have a try catch here, and if scanner dot is enabled and scanner dot is not reading, I want the scanner to start read. Okay, that's all I want to do. To check the status, if it is enabled and if it's not reading, I want the scanner to start reading. Okay, that's as simple as that. I don't want anything to set anymore. Okay, that's one part of things. And now when you scan the data, what I want to do is, this is where I'm going to set my barcode scanned that I have defined it in the iScan. Okay, I'm going to invoke this. Okay, so this is how you define it. So new barcode scanner, and I need to pass in arguments into this, some parameters into this one. Okay, and that will be a barcode scanner. Okay, so and that would be scanned barcodes for us. Okay, and what I want to do now is, to get that, I want to do a list of system collection, and want scan data collection dot scan data. Okay, just say scan data. Okay, and that will give us so before even I start that one, I need a scan data collection, which can be found here, and that I can find it on this from here. So this is the scanned information. Okay, so if scan data collection is not equal to null, and its results are success. Okay, scan data collection dot result is double equal to scanner results dot success. Okay, it has to be not null, and it has to be a successful. Okay, and now I list of scan data collection dot scan data, and I'm going to call as scan data equal to scan data collection dot get scanned data. Okay, this is where you'll find all that information. Okay, let's resolve this. Okay, now I want to loop around this each time of scan data. Okay, just I want to say this is data as well, and now this is where I have my barcode. All I have to say is data dot data. Okay, that will give you my barcode, and it's symbology data dot label type dot name. This will give me my symbology information. Okay, now all this information I want to put it inside a list of scan barcodes. Okay, and now let's create a name equal to new list of scan barcodes, and all I need to do is scan barcodes dot add, and let's say new scan barcodes, and that will take in a barcode and its symbology. Okay, this has to be small s, and okay, now once we have all of them, we will set our scanned barcodes into it. Okay, so they should be inside the if condition here. So let's say scan barcodes. Okay, so we have pretty much close to finish. So we are having a scanner service here, and when it scans it, it's going to invoke the scanner view model here, which is set to our things. Okay, how we want it to work. Okay, once these are set, and the main page will start showing you that information. Okay, and let me double check if I'm missing anything more. And we have scanner services, and we have the main activity as well. We have everything pretty much all set, and in the main activity, this is the most important part. Okay, I'm going to define a property called scanner service as scanner. Okay, and now let me resolve that, and I want to set this value, okay, just before the application is loaded. Scanner equal to dependency service. Let's resolve this and get my scanner service. Okay, now they all are set. Okay, you can check for its success state, but most cases you don't have to. And in all of the app, let's create a scanner as well. It's going to be static property, and let us set that scanner. Tell you why I need to do this, because we'll be making use of only the one scanner at a time. So so we only need one scanner at a time. Okay, and now let's remove all that and resolve this as the iScanner. We need only one instance of it. Okay, so we have the scanner property there. That's good, and we can access that anytime we need inside the view models. Okay, now it's loaded. Okay, and now we have to make sure to remember to call this MDK Manager just after the dependency services. Okay, so like that, and let's resolve this. And you're going to have pass in the context and the scanner. Okay, and that should have everything in it. So once this particular method is called, it's going to call in the open method. Okay, so remember that one. So that's the very most important part. Okay, and with the close thing, what you can do is this. Let's go and write this code, so which is going to release and set the MDK manager to none. Okay, now we have all this set up, and the most another important parts are go to the main activity, and we'll just create on resume, on pause, and on destroyed and methods which will contain these three methods. Okay, so this should be on resume, and let's okay, I think I placed that outside of the definition, so they have to be here, and I have not defined the deinitializing and the destroy it, so let's quickly take them as well, and they are pretty much easy, so let's get them, and let me take deinitializer scanner, go to the scanner services and paste it. So basically I think I placed inside a method. Okay, that's where it should be, and scanner data and scanner status. Okay, so deinitializing, it's going to deinitialize it, and it's going to disable the scanner, and it's going to release the MDK manager, and then it's going to set the barcode manager and its scanner to the null. Okay, and pretty much the same thing when you are doing a destroy. Okay, so let's go and do that as well, and it's going to release and set the MDK manager to null. Okay, so we have everything now, so we'll go to main activity, and you can see most of them are already set. Let's build now. Hopefully it works. Okay, it's still building. We'll wait for it to finish loading. In the meantime, I'll double check if I missed anything. Okay, there are no errors in it now, so I think I got everything covered. Let me bring up the visor. This will load the code into the PDT. Hopefully we don't have any errors. Okay, I think I can already recollect what I forgot. Go to the main class, and here the binding context is missing. Okay, binding context equal to new main view model. Okay, now that's been set, and here this is where I'm going to pass the scanner. So that's why I had a single instance of that one, so that I can reuse it everywhere. So let's load that again quickly. I have few barcodes here, so hopefully when it's ready, if it scans, then it should be able to see, you should be able to see the number. Okay, it is scanning, but something is wrong here. Let's put some breakpoints and see if this particular method is firing or not. Okay, this is firing, and let's get here, and this also have the information that we need, and the barcode scanner has one value inside it. Okay, the barcode is that, and its symbology is code 39. And now let's go to the scanner and see if this is getting here. Okay, we got there as well, and the barcode is not null, and our return is playing up. So what I'll do is I'll put it inside braces like that. Okay, let's run this one now. Okay, let's quickly scan this. Now we have reached here, and we'll go again, and let's put a breakpoint here again. Okay, that's good, and the barcode is okay. We have a barcode. Okay, let's remove all the breakpoints, and let's keep scanning one after the other. So as you can see, the barcode is reading it properly. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys learned something new, and if any questions, please post on the comments. I'll try to answer as soon as I can. Thank you.